Let me ask you something real. What do you do when motivation disappears? What happens when the excitement fades, when the energy's gone and nothing about your dream feels thrilling anymore? Because that moment comes for everyone. That's when you face the real test, not of your passion, but of your discipline. Motivation is great. It's the spark that lights the fire, but discipline is what keeps the fire burning when the wind blows, when the rain falls, and when the world gets cold. You will not always be motivated. No one is. And if you're relying on motivation to carry you, you're gonna stop every time it disappears. Every time you're tired, every time it gets hard, every time you don't feel like it. But discipline says, I don't feel like it, but I'm doing it anyway. Discipline gets up when motivation wants to sleep. Discipline works when motivation wants to make excuses. Discipline keeps going long after motivation gave up. The truth is, people who achieve real success aren't more motivated, they're more consistent, and that consistency is powered by discipline. Motivation is emotional, discipline is commitment. Motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. Motivation shows up when things are easy. Discipline shows up when they're not. Anyone can act when they feel inspired. Anyone can go hard for a few days, a few weeks, but what about after that? What about when it's boring? What about when no one is watching? What about when you see no results yet? That's where discipline kicks in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel, it cares what you do. Do you show up anyway? Do you keep your promise to yourself? Do you do the work regardless of your mood? Because that's where your life changes. Not in your feelings, but in your follow-through. Want to get in shape? Motivation will get you to the gym. Discipline will keep you going when it hurts. Want to build a business? Motivation will help you dream it. Discipline will make you build it brick by brick, day by day. Want to master a craft? Motivation will start the journey. Discipline will finish it. Discipline is the difference between what you want now and what you want most. It's the difference between quitting and conquering. It's the muscle that grows every time you show up when you don't feel like it. And like any muscle, it only gets stronger with use. Every day you choose discipline over motivation. You build self-respect, you start to trust yourself. You begin to believe, not because you feel hyped, but because you've proven to yourself that you are someone who follows through. That's what discipline gives you. Freedom. The freedom to create, to succeed, to rise, because you're no longer controlled by moods or feelings. You've taken control. It's not about being robotic. It's about being reliable. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. Discipline shows up for the process, not the applause. Discipline gets it done when no one's cheering, when there's no deadline, no pressure, just internal drive. And this is the secret most successful people won't tell you. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on routines, on habits, on systems they built through discipline. They don't ask themselves every morning, do I feel like it? They already decided who they are, and their actions reflect that decision no matter what. That's the level you're aiming for, where discipline isn't a struggle, it's a standard, it's a way of life. You brush your teeth every day, not because you're motivated, but because it's what you do. You show up for your goals with the same mindset, not optional, not emotional, just who you are. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by discipline. Every time you choose action over excuses, every time you choose consistency over comfort, every time you show up again and again and again. So let motivation be the fire that gets you started, but let discipline be the fuel that keeps you going, because in the end, motivation starts the race, but discipline finishes it.